Stay hydrated, everybody. Stay hydrated. Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness to the cosmic consciousness, family and soul tribe. I hope everybody feeling good for no reason at all, operating the truest version of your best self, the authentic version of you. As for me, I'm feeling good for no reason at all. I've been off site for a couple days, but I've been on deck. What that means is life is always happening. So no matter how much I use life and the goodness and the mess that come with it to continue to find balance, I have life to live through too, like we all do. Personally, as well as collectively. So I have been tending to some things. One of my animals was hurt, so I've been tending to that as far as my energy. But it's good to be here. I'm feeling good right now. We're gonna get off into the arch animal oracle message and see what comes through for us today. I'm sure y'all been aware of the shift that's been going on. I'm growing more in accepting the good, the bad, the indifference. Even though I exercise and practice feeling good for no reason at all, every day gonna have its challenges according to what's going on in our lives. So continue to be encouraged, continue to be inspired, continue to be motivated. For yourself and others where possible, but definitely for ourselves. Self-love is the best love, and if you can be selfless and giving that to yourself, then it's all as well. Kingfisher, today's animal oracle message is coming from Kingfisher, the Kingfisher. Depending on where you reside, you may have seen one of these. Kingfisher. See what it's talking about. Be patient and focus. Wow. Be patient and focus. I'm pretty sure all of us can use exercising the virtue of patience a little more, because patience and growth come hand in hand. And focus is acquired through our ability to be patient. But I ain't gonna do all the talking. We're gonna see what the Kingfisher got to say. Y'all give me a minute to find it. Kingfisher. Here we go. Be patient and focused. Arch angle Bach P. BHOKPI. Arch angle Bach P. About kingfishers. These beautiful birds are third dimensional and come from Sirius. They live in and by water, which keeps their energy pure. Water contains the love energy of the universe, and kingfishers carry this agape, which means pure unconditional love, in their aura and spread it wherever they fly. When you gasp with pleasure as a kingfisher flashes past you, let me start over. When you gasp with pleasure as a kingfisher flashes past you, your sudden elevation in consciousness open doors of opportunity in the universe. This bird is demonstrating the importance of maintaining clear and positive thoughts and being ready for any break or chance that comes your way. Gotta be ready, gotta be ready, gotta be ready when readiness calls on you, because it might not be time to be prepared when your break comes. Being ready for any break or chance that comes our way. Kingfishers teach us about patience. While they wait serenely to catch a fish, they are holding their focus on one appearing. While they wait serenely to catch a fish, they are holding their focus on one appearing. While they wait serenely to catch a fish, they are holding their focus on one appearing. So what that means, what I'm seeing in that, which made me read it 3 times, is there's a faith operation. While they're waiting to catch a fish, they're holding their focus that one will appear. You got to see it before you receive it. By their positive intent, here it is, they attract the fish, and as soon as their goal is in sight, they act immediately. I'm going to read it again. By their positive intent, they attract the fish, and as soon as their goal is in sight, they act immediately. Guidance. This card is reminding you it is time to be clear about your heart's desire. Set your vision positively and ask that it comes to you in a way that brings a positive outcome for everybody. Well-being for everyone. Once you have decided what you wish to bring into your life, be prepared to be calm and patient while you focus on it intently. I'm talking about the law of attraction and how it works. Watch out for any signs from the universe or intuitions that may direct you to a course of action. But do not let your thoughts waver. Remember that they are inevitably drawing your desire to you. As soon as it is within grasp, take immediate action. This is a moment for speed and energy. The universe is about to offer you an opportunity, so stay positive and grounded. Something good is coming our way. I'm claiming that. Something good is coming my way. If you feel something good coming your way, it's your opportunity to claim that this message was for you. Kingfisher family. Yes. It feels good to be in that type of energy, expectation. It feels good to feel good. When you don't have a reason to feel good, but just for feeling good's sake. When you can feel good, that feels good. Through discipline, I feel good as much as I can. As much as I can, whenever I can. Is it always easy? No, sir. No, ma'am. But it takes me to do it. It takes you to do it, and you can. We was all born inherently with an internal guidance system. It's called our emotions. It's like the gas needle or the gas measure on the car. You got E, and then you got full, and then we got a whole bunch of lines in between where we can choose to be on the dial at any point in time. I choose to be on feel good. But we was all born with an internal guidance system called our emotions. Our emotions signify how energy moves. Energy and motion. Energy is always moving. Nothing is never still or stagnant. And the importance of me reiterating that, refreshing us to that, is that we're either going to be in one or two positions concerning our emotions. We're either going to be masters of it, or we're going to be slaves to them. We're either going to be masters of them or slaves to them. We're either going to master our emotions, or we're either going to be a slave to the emotions. So, as much as I care about how I feel, I care about how you feel. Not about me, but about you. But in caring about how I feel about me, it gives me an easy bridge to care about how others feel about themselves. So this is why I do it. And in order to care about how you feel, we have to be able to mind our business. Meaning we have to be aware of what's going on in our mind. Just as if it was our business. Because there's so much going on. So much coming at us. So many things that we have to filter. So many voices. So many ideas. I get it. I know. But that's what we're here to master. what we came to experience in this physical form, in the being, in the wholeness, in the totality of what we know as mind. Everything is mind. As an intuitive person, and all of us are intuitive to some degree or another, it just depends on how much we trust it and how much we have developed it and how much we mold it. Meditation is a good tool to tap into. Exercise is a good tool for some people to tap into. And everything can be meditation. It's just a place of focus. As the King Fisher was talking about, being patient and focused. Learning to be aware of the growth that's occurring in us and through us, in our relationship to others, and the universe that we living in. But as an intuitive, most intuitive people, usually when they feel strongly connected to something or a strong gnosis about something in their gut, it's hard for them to be swayed or deterred from what they have already set their intent on things being. However, as difficult as it may be to open up to the opinions of others and certain feedback that's contrary to our own, as we all are, it's always a probability of what if they right? What if your way ain't the only way? Or what if there is another way that may be simpler, more simplified than the way that we think is best, or the only way that we know in most cases. What if they're right? What if somebody else's opinion, what if somebody else's view can show us another route to the same thing? What if? These are some things that I was contemplating, because we could be so stiff and stubborn and unmalleable sometimes as people, depending on what things we have experienced. I get it. But we can't be so closed up and desensitized till we're not open to things that will help us evolve, expand, and grow. We have to be able to hold the space for something further than we know ourselves. Or at least be open to hear the perspective and entertain it in the event that it may teach us something that we haven't discovered from the view that we're looking at. What I'm saying is, part of growing as an individual has a lot to do with trying to understand people, not necessarily change them. Try to understand people and not necessarily change them. Giving an opinion, I would say giving a suggestion has much more appeal than giving a command. Because nobody like to feel like they're being talked to or talked at. Avoiding or speaking to things that help us avoid confusion and misunderstandings. To avoid confusion, it's good to recap situations, replay conversations and events, just to check and see if what you interpreted is what was really said. It's a lot of, we in Mercury, we in Mercury busy, we in Gemini season, we in Two-Face season. Salute to my Geminis. But a lot of communication is getting misconstrued. You know, I'm even getting tongue-tied trying to get the message out. You hear me? But it's good to replay conversations, man. To see if what's really being said is what's being said. That's why we don't move off false assumptions and pretenses. Identify differences in ourselves. Because sometimes we be the problem. It's easy to think that everybody be the problem when we find ourselves in a problem. And a lot of times we find ourselves in problems because we be the problem. We be the difference that cause differences. When we identify the differences in ourselves, it's easy to find ways to accommodate where differences find themselves showing up in our lives. Nobody is always the problem. We all have some problems, some things that we need to address. And I'll leave that aspect to that. Identify the differences in ourselves and find ways to accommodate and grow where we have had differences with others. Another jewel I want to drop is don't rely on other people's opinions about other people, especially if you have your own relationship with them. Check into what you need to check into concerning whatever it is that may be your inquiry. Don't rely on other people's judgment about other people, about anyone. When you feel attacked, stay present. What that means is, because I spoke to it earlier, things can easily be misconstrued. One of the greatest weaknesses I see in most human beings, and it took for me to recognize it in myself and then work on it, is we have a quick capacity to take everything personal. When a lot of times it ain't even about us. We ain't that important as we be thinking we be being. In a lot of situations and cases where we amplify ourselves to be the star player in everybody's scenario. And sometimes that could be done misplacefully, and then sometimes we may be right on. But when you feel attacked, my point is, when you feel attacked, stay grounded, man. We ain't gotta feed everything that asks for our attention. You know, because when we do, it don't say so much about it. Don't speak to our maturity. I'll put it like that. We don't have to address everything that calls for us to show our behind, because it doesn't say so much about our level of maturity. I had to find a nice way to put it. But my point is, an attack is just a cry for help in most cases. Most times people will attack us when they don't misunderstand us, or a lot of times when what we stand for exposes something that they're dealing with. But when we attack people, in most cases, we crying out for help, whether we consciously aware of it or not. But one thing for sure, what's in us will always find its way to come up and show out, so everybody get to see it. So self-awareness, self-patience, self-love, self-discipline, self-correction, all these things are important in this time, man. Especially, they want to place. They trying to replace us as many machines as possible, man. So we're gonna have to really be connected, to self and to a collective. You know what I'm saying? To stand in the paint, and a lot of things that's gonna be coming against us, whether we're aware of it or not. You know, things becoming so artificial, man. It's getting harder and harder to tell, you know, what's real and what's not. You know, it's just, you know, that's just real talk. But stay motivated, stay inspired, stay encouraged, and stay you, man, because nobody else can do it for you. Stillness and abundant love and light, health, and wholeness. Feel good for no reason at all. I thank y'all, appreciate y'all for all y'all do, for rocking with me, and being a part of this experience that we're getting to experience in life. Salute. Salute to God.